Need a ride? See ya. My carriage. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some count. They say the big old palace there was built by Ysgramor himself.
Come on, we need to find out what's happening up there.
Salokunier, Zil Grotova Ursa.
So you really It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it. We're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion, the ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor Embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Oh, pardon me. Was I in your way? I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. Sometimes the difference between life and death is swift and steep.
My carriage is the safest. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. There once was a hero named Ragnar, ready to keep riding to his right from all.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all coin you carry. Healers.
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is that so bad?
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry. Healers. I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell. It's all about sizing up your mark, lass. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Look how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called them on it. That's what I'm talking about. Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste? I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branchet's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branchet and leave it behind. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round.
I can't take this place anymore. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Until next time. It's so good to see you again.
This way, everyone. Over here.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branchet. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left
There's
out.
nothing that's too low for them. That's what you said about the wisp essence. And it turned... to be crushed
Well,
nerve
I
root
see that
mixed
my time
with
is
water.
up.
Yes, I haven't got all day.
Music? Musical plays?
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch. My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it. All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all I ask. Is
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with... Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold. You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
If you're looking for conversation...
This one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
I think Brynjolf could give you all the information you need.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. I got better things to do.
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? Very well. Just tell me what you desire. Beauty or hideous deformity. Nothing is beyond my skill.
You don't impress me, so don't even try.
Well, well. Calling me impressed, lass. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Percy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. I'll be here when you're done.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Figure this one out for yourself. You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. Got better things to do.
Watch what you're doing.
So, can I interest you in anything? What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway me. You people are all talk, and everyone knows it. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves. Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften. I'm going to make you sorry for this. Come on.
Get her. Don't let her get away. What do you think you're doing? You'll regret starting this fight.
Get her! You're just gonna stand there and take it?
This ends now! No!
All you got? Come on, she's not so tough.
So, can I interest you in anything today? So Brynjolf doesn't even... Petty threats and fist... So... So Brynjolf doesn't even... You demand pay... Don't fool yourself. I'm going to make you sorry for this. Come on. Never should have come here.
Drive that snow back around.
Do your worst.
Don't let her get away with this.
Please, no more. I'll pay. I'll pay.
Mercy will be the death.
Here.
There's too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself. All the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors about the dragons, he's been very depressed.
What do you want? I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you. With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
You want something or not? No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them. Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
Yeah? What's your problem? Yeah? What's your problem?
You're a stranger here.
Huh? What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do.
I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you.
Hey, watch it!
Traveler, are you by chance in need of a companion? Me? No, you dunce! I wasn't talking about me! I was talking about the dog. Given it barks at anything that moves, the idea that you want to teach it to shout is scary to say the least. Then again, I'd rather see the moons and the sky shouted to pieces than spend another day with this furry demon. How should I know? It doesn't respond to imbecile, and I can't think of a more appropriate name. So for now, I've resorted to calling it Dog. You sound like a Dury. She suggested we named it Barkrenzia or something childish like that. At least Avruz offered a male name. She suggested we name the fowl Matsindarion. She must have really hated the alchemist if she leaves his legacy in the mouth of this slobbering beast. Yes, it fails to grasp that I want to murder it. Funny, because that's all I ever think about. Oh, I guess it's true what they say. Tamriel would be a much better place if we could all be the kind of people the dogs think we are. My ancestors came from Vivek City. When the Red Mountains found its voice, nearly all of Vardenfell fled west to Skyrim. My mother migrated here with the Serethi clan, and worked at the farm that bears their name. Well, she was a free spirit, so while she came to help out, she didn't stay long. She'd leave on these crazy adventures, and that's where she met my father. I never even knew his name. But it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, the only name he'll ever have is that of a vile dog. The dog does serve as excellent troll bait. Or any bait for that matter. I can't begin to fathom how many enemies this beast has made in its travels throughout Skyrim. Well, outside of that, the only quality that sets it apart is the impossible amount of urine it holds in its bladder. Frankly, the dog is a prodigy in this regard, and I can see how it might be useful if you directed it at the right people. The problem is, he refuses to urinate on anyone but his master, and that's a title I would give my left ear and 3 of my toes to remove. Is that what your spouse tells you? You may want to reevaluate your relationship. I didn't find the cretin. I never wanted him to follow me. It was just bad luck. Well, it all has to do with the price of troll fat. It's been dropping like flies ever since the book Finn's Guide to Troll Slaying got published. Since I already own a considerable stash, it's in my best interest to kill as many trolls as I can, and make the items scarce. I usually track their footprints and follow them to their lairs. They typically aren't very happy to see me. Except this one time they were too busy cornering this mangy dog, and the army of fleas in its garrison. That's right. Funny thing is, if I hadn't killed the trolls, this dog would probably have annoyed them to death. Which is precisely what it's doing to me now. In fact, I think the mongrel is trying to kill me by having me commit suicide. It was a coincidence, an unfortunate side effect. At no point did I attempt to do it any favors. In fact, if I had to do it all over again, I might have spared the trolls and used all my remaining magicka on the dog. Like the dog? I don't like fleas, I don't like unpleasant smells, having my face licked, or loud barking in the middle of the night. I haven't the faintest idea why you'd think I'd enjoy the company of this dirty, flea-ridden cacophony of fur. About time. What is it? About time.
All meats guaranteed.
It's you. Please, don't hurt me. Sorry about the mess. Keeping the bunk work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. You're right. They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it. I'll teach them all to talk to me that way. Thanks. Here, this is for you. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it. Actually, there is, but I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do. Oh, this is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out. Try... Get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for...
There is a special play on everything. You must buy it to get...
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work? You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? You aren't making any sense. Hand what over? If word gets around that I bedded her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. Good. Now maybe I can... Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later.
insufferable waiting.
Be careful.
New in town, eh? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my wife. Hand what over? I have no idea what you're talking about. Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't come back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again. To give at the temple.
Tidy.
The waiting, the insufferable waiting.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is. I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it. Until next time.
It's you. Please, don't hurt me.
What? How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet, between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Debellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svanna. I know who you are. You've been terrorizing the entire city. Please, there's no need for that here. Message understood. Here, I even have the payment.
Any luck getting... Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use. I'd better get going.
I've
Yeah.
never seen me
What's
old
your
this
problem?
upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. I don't care. A deal's a deal. Don't know why you'd help a stranger like that, but a septum's a septum. Don't care where it comes from. You can tell Shadra his debt's been paid. I hope we bump into each other again. Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
Any luck with Sapphire? By the 8. You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore. All right, then.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
What can I do for